Okay, so I just transitioned to a new day and we got one of our contracts done. That's going to open up another blueprint for me. And we'll go after that blueprint and another blueprint. Probably this one's fine. So we're just going to focus on merchant orders that are going to get us blueprints, and that's it. I do have over 200,000. That means I can go ahead and unlock the next tier of the gem mine. We can start getting ourselves some emeralds now, which just unlocks even more blueprint possibilities. Yeah, emerald ring now. So there's a lot of blueprints that we need to get here. I do kind of wish that there were ways to get blueprints without relying on merchant contracts. I'm just gonna say it, because like there are so many blueprints to get, and the merchant contracts do take a very long time to get. I think we can probably agree. I mean, maybe not as big as I could be, but I think we could at least agree that I am at the very least 80% of the size of like the maximum size shop that I could be right now, with the number of workers and productivity and everything. I think we're at the very least, I think we can agree I'm 80% of what the maximum potential of the space on the map allows right now. And it just, even with that, it takes an incredibly long time for these. So you would have to, of course, have a smaller shop, right? How would we make this faster, right? If we want to analyze things and be rational human beings about this, how can we make it faster to get all the blueprints? I could take probably half the people who are crafting for racks, put them back on merchants, right? So then we have trade routes and merchants and a lot less on racks. I could go like this, for example, and start bringing people who don't have pottery skill, but like, you know, Sick right here can definitely go back over here. Tech Fiend can go back over here, right? We can get Felicity over here, right? We can start doing that. And that would definitely speed up the merchant contracts, right? We'd have less stuff in our shop, but if you look at our budget, you know, we're selling pretty good. Let's look at day 90 here. So item sales, 218,000 gold. This is what we sold in our shop. Day 89, we sold 182,000 gold worth of stuff in the shop, right? We can't afford to sell less stuff in the shop. Day 91 is low because the day is ongoing, right? So if you look at final day sales, 164,000, 182,000 here, right? 158. So we're pretty consistently way over 100,000 gold in item sales from our stores, right? In this case, we even had 218,000. So, you know, we could simply provide less to the store. That's one way to get around it. We have 919 customers. I don't know if the lines are taking too long. So I do need to take a look at that. But I mean, we can have a lot of people in our store now and not have a lot of people in line, because if there's a lot of people in here, but they're only, you know, they're browsing. And so they don't all check out at the same time. So I think 5 is still pretty good. It doesn't look like we have any lines at all, really. So I'm pretty satisfied with these 5 cashiers at the moment. I do notice that they don't necessarily all even out. You'll get some of them, like a lot of them will wait in line over here, even if there's a place over here they could check out. So I feel like it's like they're only going to the nearest one. So I imagine as I get more weapons, we'll probably have more people using this one. And I have a lot of pottery and space for even more, because there's going to be more pottery here too. More tools available on this side. As we get more jewelry and stuff, that'll probably even out, and then it'll kind of all be in the middle here. But I do notice that if you just look at the checkout counters, right, they do tend to go to the closest one, not necessarily the closest free one. Like that guy was half of his patience bar was gone, but yet there was still a person right here waiting to check him out. So there's still some of that happening too. Still got a lot of people to level up. So that's what we're on about right now. That's what we're going for right now, right? We're going for, essentially, these are the Steam achievements right here on the screen. These are the Steam achievements I don't have unlocked yet. These are the last ones I have. So we're focusing on these. It's going to take a bit. But I'm going to do it. I don't care. All right, so a merchant contract just gave me some gold. So we actually have the ability now. It's going to be over here in the warehouse. We actually have the ability now to work with gold. That seems neat. So what I'm going to do is have somebody start making gold bars. And I think I want to have this happen somewhere. Like, gold is used in jewelry. I think it's going to be used in jewelry more than armor and stuff. Like, I think we're going to put this stuff up here, right? So why don't we take this area right here and just make some quick modifications. All right, we'll put this like over there, and then maybe we'll slide this over like that. All right, so we're just gonna make some quick modifications to this area to include additional set of stairs. And we're gonna put those stairs like right here is probably fine. Yeah, right about there is good. So that'll get them a place to, or a way to get up here. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Look, we got people using the little grindstones. Yeah, see, they use them. They're just kind of situated around, but they use them. Probably going to have something else going on over here, but to work gold, so we're having silver kind of produced right here, right? Silver's being processed right here. I think maybe I want gold to be produced over here, or processed over here. Now, I think I'll move all this stuff around and actually configure this new gold arrangement after they're done working for the day. Just, I don't want to disrupt them and everything, and I can't move things that are currently in use anyway. So let's do that. And I think I almost have everybody. See, the thing is, I went through everybody and made it to where, you know, the highest skill or all skills equally or whatever. I did all of that. But then I hired so many more people that it didn't matter. I wish I could have it be a default state. Like you have it be set to this by default when I hire somebody. That would be a really good thing to have. So we have the ability now to maybe make gold bracelets. There's emerald necklaces as well. These will take large gold ingots. And the ruby necklaces also there. We don't have the gems yet, though. How close are we to getting the gems, though? So the gem mine, we're up to here now. And I can only... And, you know, the next time we go, I can get the diamonds. But right now, we're going to get some. We're going to get topaz, emeralds, and rubies. And, I mean, to get the gem mines, looks like we are about half done with the shovels. We haven't even started the pickaxe yet. I wonder if we've already... Have we already delivered? Because I feel like we were closer than that. No? We don't have anything in the warehouse, which means it would have to be in stock if we had it. And, no. We don't have that yet. So I guess we haven't gotten enough there. Let me refresh stock of, yeah, all the iron is gone. Yeah, there you go. All the iron ore is back. Ta-da. Our stock of iron has been going up a little bit. Like our ability to mine it is rising somewhat. It's over here. So if I take a look at resources, you can see that day 88, we were mining 341 iron, 344, 352, 352, 355. And then there's a little bit of a jump. 426, 428. So one of you guys left a comment about how you guys do your mining and how you've lifted your number. And you said you're regularly getting over 500 iron. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. So basically, what it is about specializing people. So Drew here has maxed out mining, so max out damage when he hits things. And so I have him set to only use his pickaxe. He doesn't actually spend time carrying the ore, right? But the thing is, this guy's also doing 25% lower damage. So that's not great. I'm gonna have him maybe go back to doing that. There's another person over here, like this guy here, right? Their pickaxe does 25% higher damage. They're doing 150 damage a hit on iron right now. So I want them only using their pickaxe. But I also need their stamina to rise up too, so that they keep hitting it over and over again and they don't have to rest, right? So like this guy here, we're working really good here. Elliot's awesome. It'd be nice if his perk was damage based instead of walking faster, but he has more stamina and he hits 120 a hit instead of 150 like the other person does. Isabel rests faster. That's fine. Right? So there's a lot of that, and optimizing like what people are doing and where. Like this person here has got maxed out movement speed, and they have more stamina, but they rest slower, but that's fine. They have maxed out movement speed. They don't hit very hard, so I'm just gonna have them only carry ore. So there's a lot of that going on right now. Just optimizing your workforce, and that can get you a little bit more. And we're seeing that in the numbers right now. We're getting a little bit more out of that. You earning design points faster actually makes me want to put you on design. But my need for speed on making everything else makes me want to just let you work and do your thing. Yeah. All right, so we are making consistently a lot of money. And we're almost to the point now where money is useless. Almost to the point. The only part left is to unlock the final gem mine. And then after that point, money's kind of useless. We don't really have, I mean, not useless, but like increasing profits is pointless, I guess, at that point. So basically after tomorrow, there's really no reason to worry about it, because as long as I have enough money to right click these things, we're good. That's it. You can see we have a huge stack of steel stocked up here. Large steel ingots are stocked up. Lots of steel right here, 150 on that pallet. I got 150 over here on this pallet, 150 on this pallet. We go upstairs, you got almost 150 on this pallet. So we are making a lot of steel. We're really good on steel. So we can start shifting our expansions not to steel. And in this case, normally I think if you were a person who was not trying to make everything and you were instead just looking to specialize and only sell the highest volume or the highest value things in your store, none of this would be a problem, because you don't need to use the iron directly, right? You're using it as steel. I'm using the iron as directly, so not only do I have to provide the iron for steel, but I also have to provide a lot of iron just to be used directly, because I'm trying to make everything. So there's a problem there too. I think maybe the balance for iron would be better for me if I wasn't trying to make everything. I think that's really where it comes down to. See, now I have 416 ore in the store there. That's pretty good. So we need somebody to bring in the gold, and then I need to start smelting the gold. So I think what I'm gonna do is lift this up to this floor here. I think we're gonna make some modifications to this area. So why don't we start off by moving these benches. You'll let me do this, right? Yeah, you'll let me do this while they're working. That's good. I'll move them right there. You are going to get moved over to here. I think these ones are probably going to get shifted to be just like maybe like this for now. All right, and then we're going to slide you guys over, like this for now, I guess. It's not going to look the greatest, but you know what? It's fine for now. I'm just trying to get you out of the way. So temporarily, we're going to shift you like that. It doesn't look pretty, but we're out of the way. Next, I'm going to move some of these benches. We'll move this one over here. Let's move this one over like that. Yeah, like this. Yep. Kind of like that. And then these ones maybe we'll pop in right over here, like so, just to get you out of the way. All right. Maybe behind the stairs we can have some benches too. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, something like that is probably fine. Okay, so in this area we have gold, or we're gonna have that brought up here, and we want to smelt it into bars and stuff, of course. So we're gonna have it smelted, and we're gonna have, let's say, near the stairs. And we're probably gonna have to move this stuff anyway, aren't we? Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this stuff anyway because it's gonna be in the way of the stairs. It's all good. It's all good. Over here somewhere. Just put you. I don't know. Put it there for now. All right. So move this over about like that. And what we're looking for is for you to be gold. We can have you be large gold ingots, but I don't really need to go that far with it right now. I think the standard gold ingot for now, just to start getting the smelting process going. And then we'll have the smelter positioned for now. We'll have two of them over here. Okay. And I guess I'm going to do that. I might as well put this in the middle. So we'll put this over here, and then this will be here. Okay. So we got some stuff here for gold smelting, at least. All right. We're going to hire a couple more assistants, and I'm going to have Edward. Edward's been my smelting guy? Nah. Come on. Give me the blue name people. I have lots of money. I can afford to refresh this list for a long time. Here we go. Nicole. I like this. You can attract more customers too. Nicole's going to be... Gotta be kidding me. Goddamn benches. All right. Get in here, Nicole. Nicole is going to be my gold smelter. And then I'm going to have... oh, wait, hang on. We got one of my miners here. Yeah, Elliot. So you got the damage dealing. So I'm going to have you do that. And then I'm going to have you hopefully do that. And for now, I'm just going to have you use your pickaxe. But I want your highest skill at first there. There we go. So we have our we have our smelter. Now we need our carrier for gold from the stockpile. Actually, Crispin's hired as well, but Dominic's going to be my carrier, I think, here. Yeah, Dominic will be my carrier for gold. So let's head over here to assistance. Dominic is going to restock raw resources, gold ore. Crispin, I'm going to have you... Honestly, you're not that much different than Nicole. For now, I'm going to have you craft. Just go down there and get iron going. Nicole will be my gold ore. Gold ingots. Okay. So we will now make gold ingots. Now, of course, we're not going to be making anything with that gold yet because you have to set up an actual proper jewelry area on this floor. And so, like, trying to figure out where my designers can really go in the end is a little bit of a struggle here, isn't it? I need to get... I mean, there's a lot... I could probably put them all on the wall and just get rid of all the benches. There's just so many benches. Maybe I put the benches in the store for now? I don't think that'll look good. It also puts the workers at the furthest possible point away from their workstation. How about along this wall? We could stick some of these along that wall. Let's maybe move... Let's move these ones downstairs. Oh, I messed up. Oh, here we go. Maybe not. Oh, got it. Cool. You have to have enough room to actually have them all if you're going to copy it like that. Yeah, so maybe we'll just stick them right here. This is pretty optimal for our space, right? We're using our space efficiently here. Right? That's not too bad. Can put them over here too. Let's bring them up. Let's bring these ones down. And we can... just kind of put these along the wall as well. Ooh, not quite on that, but I can move you over. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough room to actually get in there though, so we'll shift this and put it right here instead. There we go. Maybe along this wall here too. I just need to get this stuff out of here. It doesn't have to look good. Not really. There. I think that's good for now. Looks like there's some space behind that one too. Let's put you two. Get these two right here. And we'll shift them down and put them like down here. Okay, for now, that's gonna do it. All right, and this gives us a space where we can maybe move our jewelry operation. All of this stuff right here can be moved up to that topper floor. Wow, the upper floor, not the top floor, but the topper floor. Apparently, can be moved up here. So yeah, she's gonna make the gold ingots now. And we have officially gold. We can have workable gold on the premises. That's very nice. So as far as these contracts go, long way to go, but we're going to get, it looks like the rake first. I also have another chest here that has a moderate chance this time. Ugh. Probably the task on the Steam workshop that's going to take the longest to do. I bet it's probably going to be 250 merchant contracts. You got to get 250 of these done. That's a lot. But I think what it's really going to come down to is I'm going to bank up like almost 1 million gold. And then I'm just going to end up taking my blacksmith's craft for racks. I'm just going to end up taking all but like maybe 6 of you and just throwing you into merchants. And then everyone's making for merchants now. And then the trade routes, all you guys, boom, you're all making for merchants now. And then we're just going to hammer out merchants really quickly then. I think that's probably how it's going to go. Just going to get those refreshed. There we go. Are we have the warehouse done? Yeah, there's no more ore in the warehouse even still. So, okay, so I've got some modifications I've made to this area up here for now. All of the same design benches are still in here. I haven't deleted any of them. So we have the same number of staff in here. I may move these over a little bit just to kind of make them join this area. But right now we're all right. So we've got somebody who is going to be creating... bigger ingots. What are you doing? You're making steel ingots. Interesting that you came all the way up here to make steel. Maybe that has to do with the fact that you just came from a bench and this was the closest one. I think it's the very beginning of the day and that should work itself out. So we have, no, it's not working itself out. You only working on sterling silver. Why are you coming all the way up here to do that? Interesting. Because they're not available here. This all is very close by. I guess I don't really mind it. It's not that far away. The fact that they're coming up here to make that, though, is a little weird, but it's not that far away. I guess if there's nothing closer, then okay, but I can try to examine this a little bit. So we have these that are... These are for making these. They should just be doing them here, but I guess if there's not enough people... I also now have somebody who is in charge of taking silver ingots from this pallet and bringing it downstairs to this one so that all the people who are making these silver shields and stuff, they were walking up the stairs to get them here. Again, not that far, but it's still the stairs. So now they're going to bring them down and pop them here. And that'll be a little bit better. And then obviously all the big silver stuff is already done here. And then we have the possibility of making gold stuff, and that's all over here now. So I have the medium smelter in here so we can make medium gold bars, and then we have the large one here to make the larger gold bars. Here we go. Get that blueprint. We want some more gold, or I think we wait. Let's get blueprints. I'm only interested in getting all of the blueprints. There's so many of them. And then design points, of course, too, because we have to bring that up there as well. Miners, here we go. You're fairly good, I guess. Let's have you do that. We'll see how that works. And the largest skill will also work your stamina first. We still don't have any gems. But if we want to make jewelry, all the jewelry is now up here. So the whole jewelry station is on this floor, right below the store. And you can see that we're not really making a whole lot of jewelry. We don't have any in stock. We're actually kind of hurting on the store a little bit because I've been moving people towards merchants a little bit, moving them towards trade routes a little bit. Do I really have to hire more? Do I really have to hire more blacksmiths? I don't want to. I'd rather just get everybody to be really good. Just keep the workers I already have and just make them really good, you know? All right, gem mine, we can max it out now. How close are we to actually having some? Like, we haven't done anything with the pickaxes. Pickaxes just have not been made at all. And every time we get close to the requirement for the shovels, I up the requirement. I keep changing the terms of the deal. Yeah, we almost got enough bows over here, too, to get 120 gold. So, yeah, I feel like we do. I need to have more people on merchants. Sorry, more people on trade routes, even. So I think I do have to hire more. Ugh. I don't want to, but I think I have to. I don't think I have much of a choice here. If I want to have it done in a reasonable amount of time, I kind of have to do it. I'll just have you go everything. That's fine. Then blacksmiths. I missed one. Apparently. You are going to work on pottery and this. Work on your highest skill. Should I spend the money? I think I should. But then I won't be able to hire a lot of staff tonight. I feel like hiring a whole bunch of staff tonight is a much better usage of my money than... Like, I have 500,000 now, so I can afford to basically hire as many as I want. That's how that goes. Unless there's... I mean, there's always a limitation in that I need to have more benches. So if I don't have enough benches, then I won't be able to do that. But if I just line these benches up to where they're right next to each other... Can I fit another one in there? Yeah, I could if I didn't have that wall. All right, put them back over where they were so they're nice and lined up. Miscellaneous decor items. Yeah, we'll move this over like that maybe. So I got a few more benches, not as many as I'd like to have, but I got a few more. Maybe we'll take over by these. You can just make a row of them right here. It's gonna cut people off from being able to walk through there. We can afford to place a few here. I'd rather not have them right in front of the stairs like that, but I'll put that one there at least. And then maybe another row right here. I just need to get a whole bunch more people, so yeah, we'll leave those there for now. And this is a little open. We'll keep this open for now. Okay, so blacksmiths. I mean, I gotta have a lot more people. Attracting more customers, great. Sounds good. You're slower with using the furnace, though. I mean, I have the money to make sure that everyone I hire is great, right? Like, I have the money to be patient for these kinds of guys. So I should just only hire the blue ones and just let everyone else not have a job and just hire, just keep spending the cash to hire as many of these blue ones as possible, right? That's the play. I think we just do that over and over again. We just spend all this money refreshing this list until we have all these many people. $32,000 as a fee to hire those guys. But see, now a lot more for merchants. So many. And then I can just say that I want you to train all your skills equally. That way you won't train this for a while. I'm all right with it. And that way I don't have to do it manually either. So all skills equally. Yeah, there we go. All skills equally. Drew. Yeah, I think maybe for Drew, we'll have your highest skill. We'll just keep you on, you know, lots of wood stuff, I guess. This one will be highest skill first because you're working on metal stuff. John, there you go. Alexandra, all skills equally. There we go. Highest skill, it's not sure which one you're going to do. You're kind of a designer, aren't you? If you end up being a better designer, I'll shift you over to design. It's fine. All right. I just want to make sure I'm not having to manually do every single one of you guys. It's crazy. All right. Let's not refresh that. Let's instead refresh the day. Can I not do that? Oh, it's glitched out on me again. This has been happening a lot. Things glitch out on me a lot lately. I'm actually getting black screens now too. At the turn of the day, it'll just be black. Like this. Yeah, like that. And when that happens, I just task manager it. And when I boot it back up, it ends up being the day of which I click the button, and it ends up being like basically right now. So if it black screens on me and I reload that autosave, it ends up being right now. And then I just hit the day again and it ends up working. So it's a little weird. I'm hoping the little bugs get patched out. But like right now, I can't progress the day because it doesn't give me the option to do so. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do to get that other than save and then reload. Actually, I have new wall patterns and stuff now too. So I've taken a second to kind of correct a few things. So this part right here, all the way going up the corner, it wasn't actually matching the rest of the building. So I went ahead and did that. Now on this floor, it doesn't match either. So kind of have to work on that just a little bit. I think maybe this is a green. Since this is all green around the outside, we'll just kind of make that green around the outside too. Right down here, it matches now. It matches now. And so right here, we haven't done any styling at all. So maybe I'm going to take and make like the brick wall around the edge here. That's not a big deal. It looks pretty good, I guess. All the way around there. And then for the actual lower wall, full brick is not really my thing. I don't really want to do a mismatch brick either. But I don't think I've actually used this color wall yet. Haven't. Nope. So I can use this color wall. I don't know if that really matches, you know, the theme of it. I feel like the top part here probably shouldn't be red anymore. But, I don't know. Does this look better? Maybe this looks better. You know what? We'll do this. It looks kind of fancy, you know, a little higher end. That darker red kind of has a more luxury feel to it. So we'll do that on the outside there. Yeah, there we go. It's just a little different. I'm just trying to make every floor a little bit different, you know. All right, so 7:20 in the morning, and we have 120 gold in the warehouse. So that means we're officially working gold. Isn't that nice? Yeah, not officially working gems yet, though, unfortunately. But, you know, we're able to make gold stuff. So if I was to go into my blueprints, I should be able to do the necklaces if I get the emeralds. So I have to wait for the emeralds. But the bracelets here we should be able to do. The golden goblets we should be able to do. Those actually should be fairly straightforward to unlock and do. So why don't we get the golden goblets. There we go. And then in the store, goblets are kind of in this area. See, this is the part where we have to kind of decide to not sell certain things anymore, right? Is this the part where we start not selling everything? I mean, that was the goal, was to always sell everything. Now I'm not so sure about this goal, because I think I may actually run out of space in the store if I do that. Golden goblets will be there. So that'll give us something else in the store to sell. How is our customer count? Is good. We're over by 425 points on that. So we're almost 1,000 customers. in our store. That feels neat. All I got to do now is hire some people who have plus 1%, you know, more customers. That'll be great. That's all it takes now. I hire... Yeah, you can be hired. Wow, you're actually pretty good. This person right here attracts 1% more customers. Boom. Now we're at 994. Okay, one more then. My math is bad. One more then and we can do that. Real quick though, those assistants need a better job. So let's get you on crafting. What do I do crafting? How about copper? We're probably making a lot more bronze stuff now, so that's good. Let's get Ralph. I'm going to have Ralph go ahead and make us more iron. Also, I haven't checked on the iron in a long time, so it's probably getting really low. Let's go ahead and get the supply up a little bit more. Yup. There's just no way to keep up on the iron. It's probably in my best interest to not sell everything. Just because of the space. I don't think I actually have enough space in, like, physical space in the store. I'm going to have a two-story store now, and I don't really want to do that. So, yeah, I might just be forced to do it, which is okay. We would definitely focus on removing single iron products because that's a bottleneck, so that the iron would then be made into steel, and then we would be focusing on using the steel instead. I do need to actually produce more steel items. I have a lot of steel ready to go, which is good. This is fine though, because once you fill up the steel, then they stop making it in higher quantities, and then you end up having more iron left over, you know. So like if everything is full on steel storage, then they're just not going to make it. They're going to sit around on their butt and not make steel because it's full, right? So you get a little bit of that probably, but I think I could do better. Yeah, I could probably just give them the iron at this point. Yeah, 191. I think the storm sounds really good. I mean, I always play with headphones. I can't play with speakers, of course. I'm talking to a microphone. I don't want you to see hear the speakers in the background. So my headphones are awesome. My M50Xs are freaking awesome, and they did a really good job on the rain and thunder in this game. They didn't have to, but they did, and I love the atmosphere that it's creating for me. And it kind of makes me feel like I could set a toggle. I want to set a toggle to where it is raining and thunderstorming all the time. I want to have every single day be a stormy day. I think that would be great. A great environment for this game. Great atmosphere. There you go. That's what I meant to say. Great atmosphere for the game. Right here. Yep. Let's get... I do wish they would do something with this experience of leveling people up. I want anyone who has an active level. This is quality of life improvement. Huge quality of life improvement. Anyone who is leveled up that's pending, put them at the very top of the list. So if in the craft ingot screen, if this person right here triggers an update, bring them, pop them right here in the front, on the top. So that way, if I have somebody who needs leveled up, I can see them right there. They're at the top, right? It might be also cool to have like a set all function where I could, everyone who's in craft ingots, I would love to be able to set them to their speed only, right? Don't give me the highest skill, all skills don't level up. That's not enough options. I want just let me choose which one. All right, have like manual and then which one. There's a lot of space right here. If I say manual, okay, which one do you want? That would be great too. Perfect, actually. And then that way I could say, okay, everyone who is restocking raw resources, focus on your carrying capacity. Everyone who's crafting ingots, focus on your speed. Transferring ingots, you can do all equally, that's fine too, however you want. That would be, I think, a very ideal situation in my opinion. I'm going to actually switch you to merchants for now. Yep. So there's nothing much for me to do other than to kind of wait for them to get on with it and get us to the point where we have jewels. It's really all it is right now, is I just want to get jewels now. So we're at 72 shovels, and now we're starting to see more pickaxes be made. And of course I could just be more optimal with this. It makes way more sense for me to hit this button before we trigger this, just so I get more of them. It just takes a little while, but we get a lot more of them, and it makes more sense. So I will wait till I have 400 grand, and then I will go ahead and upgrade that trade route.